everyone! So today we are going to demonstrate a Aeroblend airbrush makeup system that we just got. And first we're going to apply an under eye corrector and a primer all over your face to cover in those pores. So first we're going to use our under eye corrector. You can just put a few dabs underneath your eye. And today I am using the Mary Kay. And you just take a medium-sized brush and make sure you get all the way up into your lash line so you get all of the purple away. And this is a yellow concealer with a little peach mixed in to get rid of redness and blues and purple tones. Then you're going to take your primer, and today I'm using a Mary Kay primer. It's very light, but it covers in all of your pores, so you can't see any of that when you apply your airbrush. Make sure it's evenly distributed all throughout your face before you apply. Okay, and next you're going to apply 4 to 6 drops into your cup. And today we're going to use the N5 and the N10 mixed to match her skin tone. You apply 4 to 6 drops in your cup. So we're going to apply 5 of the N5. Make sure you shake them up very well. We did before the video. So we're going to do 5 drops of the lighter, the N5, and then 5 drops of N10. So then there's a lever, and when you pull back, it determines how much foundation is let out of the airbrush. So once you turn the airbrush system on, there's a knob, and you can determine how hard the air comes out, the air pressure. So we're going to go about medium, halfway. And you're always going to start applying in circles. So I'm going to start at her jawline to make sure we have the right color mixed with it. So you're going to bend it back just a little bit. Apply in circles. And you can see she has a little bit of a red skin tone, and we're matching it with her lighter skin tone, and this is what we have done. So you're going to keep applying in little circles. And you can see that it's evening out all of her skin tone. Make sure you're at least 4 inches away from your skin. And when you come to a blemish, you can go up to 3 inches, sometimes 2 inches away from your skin to cover a blemish, and then you pull back to your 5 to 7 inches. I'm going to mix up a little more color. I ran out. And keep applying in circles until it is fully covered and you don't see any more uneven skin tones. Okay, now you can see that she has it looks shiny, and in a few minutes it's going to dry to a matte look. So you can see that she has an even skin tone. And you just watch it until it turns dry. Okay, so now that it's all dry, we have a matte finish. We're going to apply just a tiny bit of your regular daily wear powder. I'm going to use Mary Kay on her. And this is just a loose mineral powder. This is it's called Ivory 1. And you're just going to blot. And you don't need a ton. We're just getting that extra coverage. It's not even really necessary to use a powder, but a lot of people like to. I know I like to. You can just use a very little bit. Okay, so now that we have a thin layer of powder, we're going to apply a blush color using our Aeroblend. And we are going to use today the Spring Fling, which will be this one, this middle one right here. You're going to make sure you shake it really good because it does tend to settle and it does separate a lot. So all you really need of this is about 4 to 5 drops. It'll come out. So just 4 to 5 drops of your blush. And instead of going in circles, you're going to go in circles, but very, very, very tiny circles. And it almost looks like you'll be doing a line because you don't want to cover a big section. We're just covering right above your cheekbone. So I'm going to cover from here to here using little circles. Okay, so we got a very light look. This is one of the lightest ones we do have. Get the rest of this out. I love it. I love that color.
Me too.
That's probably my favorite one. It's very natural looking. Okay, so now we're going to use, it's the Champagne Toast highlighter. Which one is this? Yeah, the Champagne Toast highlighter. It's very, very, very light. It's this one at the very, very bottom. And it has a little bit of a shimmer too, which is what we want because this is all matte look. So make sure you shake this very, very well. And you don't have to clean your brush in between because it sucks most of it out. It's crazy how much is left. You get a lot out of what you put in there instead of it gets stuck for residue. So for this, you really only need about 2 or 3 drops. And do the same thing. We're going to do very light pressure on the highlighter. And go in very little circles again. And for the highlighter, stay about 3 to 4 inches away from your face. So you can see the shine that you get right here, and then her very light blush. And I'm going to put just a line of her highlighter underneath her blush. Okay, so now that her blush and her highlighter is dry, we're going to apply the Nude Beach Bronzer. It's one right here in the corner. And again, you only need 2 to 3 drops for the bronzer. Very low pressure. And you're just going to apply right under your blush in little circles. So I'll give you a little up close look. So we have our N5 mixed with an N10, our bronzer, our blush, that is Spring Fling, and our highlighter. So now we're going to wait for that the bronzer to dry, and then we will be back. Okay, so now that her bronzer is dry, and all of it is completely dried together, we are going to take our big powder brush, and the same powder we used for all over her face, and we're going to apply just a very thin layer over the blush and the bronzer to make it a little less out there. And it did end up matte, and that's exactly what we wanted. That is the good thing about Aeroblend, is that it is matte. It's not shiny. Most people do like the matte look. So you just blot a little bit. It looks very light. I like it a lot. Okay, so now we are done. I'm going to give you a look. That highlighter looks awesome. So we love it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.